You are live Thursday with Ray. Hey, it rhymes a little bit. For gosh sakes, how fantastic is that? It's a Thursday. Usually I'm on Wednesday. I was on Wednesday yesterday. I'll be on Thursday here today because I wanted to start something on Thursday to do a little office hours. And what I'd love to do, I'd love to be able to take your problems and work with you on them live and do a little live coaching with people. I've got a couple of questions. You can either send them to me ahead of time, like the one we're doing with today, or you can come on here. If you go to joinraylive.com, which is crawling along right here, you can be popped into the green room. You can sit in the hot tub for a while, nibble on a Dove bar, the charcuterie board. That's hard to say. And then we'll bring you on and talk live about your problem. You could submit them. You can put it at any time. I'll use it the next time we have coming on here, or we can do it today. Today, I asked this question in yesterday's video, and Lisa Rothstein, brand storyteller, sent me her question, her issue, her problem, and I want to talk about it because it's out there. And here is it. I'm going to change this. Did a lot of little things here today. So my name is Ray Engen, and I used to work with people to take entrepreneurs who are maybe not the best kept secret, but something that isn't really out there, and create a chance for them to get out there. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking people that are really good at what they do, and I am making them even better. And so I'm taking them from super to superstar. That's the key. That's the key phrase we're working with today. And we'll see if that works or not. But here's Lisa's problem. How to maintain enthusiasm, or at least consistent habit, for outreach when you have great clients, lots of work, and no urgency to fill the pipeline. I know this is a problem for me, yet I fall into the trap every single time. How many people go through that? We all do, right? This isn't really a problem. This is a symptom, right? So it's not the real problem. It is a symptom for what is going on here and why this hurts Lisa. It hurts all of us with there. And yes, ding, ding, ding. It's suffered by many, cured by few. What this is a piece of something that it's a documentary. It's not the movie. E.T. the movie is actually, this is E.T. the documentary. It's called Entrepreneurial Terror. And what we go through is we work really hard to create business for ourselves. And we use our massive skill set that we have, and we do things for people, and we're enjoying working with these people, and things going great, and we get paid, and we're working with people, and all of a sudden the work ends and the pay has already been gotten and the bills keep coming. So it's like, holy, you know what, right? Sound familiar? Yeah. A lot of people have that. So let's talk about being a superstar. Let's go from being super, because a lot of you, most of you on here today, most of you that we go back and forth a lot on these things, you are a super. And there's a quick little definition for superstar, and let's look at super. The S stands for success. So you are actually good at what you do, great at what you do, and maybe you're not doing enough of it. That's where the star comes in. But so that's S is for success. The U is you're using your native genius. So you're having success using your native genius, and then these kind of fall right after each other. Producing excellent results for your clients. So you are super. You are fantastic. The key is to take it to the next level. And the key is to go from this, and here's the whole thing in there. Your success using native genius, producing excellent results for your customers. Now, what's the problem here? You have to take the problem and reframe it so you actually address it. So you have to reframe to tame. Little rhyming thing going on there, huh? How's that? So if you take this problem, and right now what Lisa's talking about in here, she's talking about, if we go back to that long thing she has, how to maintain enthusiasm, or at least a consistent habit for outreach. Is outreach fun? She has great clients, right? Lots to work with, no urgency to fill the pipeline. It's a problem for me, yet I fall into this trap every single time. Is outreach fun? Does anybody like to sell anything? The answer she has in there, what reframing is taking the situation that you're in and creating a different angle from which to look at it. And she's talking about amazing clients, fun work, lots of work, no urgency. So wouldn't it be great if she spent time talking to her friends instead of trying to outreach? We have so many people that we've worked with that we enjoy working with so much. Instead of outreach, wouldn't it just be a simple solution to keep contacting her old friends and tell them what she's into now? Now I'm working with people who are successful to make them better. Before, I was working with people who didn't have that area and wanted to move up so they could actually work this as a living. Now I want people that already have a living. If I tell that to people that I used to, they go, "Oh my God, I'm successful now. I can use what you're going for the next step." So that's what we're talking about here. And let's kind of, you have to reframe it to tame it. That's what's going along right down there. What I would call reframe it, because I love doing stuff like that. But let's talk about going from super to superstar. So STAR is also an acronym. And what gets you stuck in this situation? So the first thing, what the S is, it's the situation you're in or the standards that you set. So the situation you're in or the standards that you set. Right now, Lisa's looking at this, and Lisa and I go back a long way, and she knows the things that she does well. She was an ex-Madison Avenue executive, creating phrases and doing things and telling brand stories that made America buy products, and she was getting paid very, very handsomely for it. And when I met her, she was a New York Times cartoonist that was like hanging pictures on her wall for $50 a piece at an art show, right? And so she had to get back to where she was financially because that's the situation in her head. Oh, I just draw. That's all people think I do. Well, that's not what you do. That's the situation that's in your head. What that is a thought, right? You need to set your standards. This is where I am now. This is the situation I'm in. This is where I am now. So the S, situation you're in or the standards you set. The T, the thoughts that your situations or standards create. Remember, they're thoughts, not facts. So when I went from stand-up into business, I come from a mindset of, oh my God, I have $25. I go into a place, I have a couple beers, I come out with $37. That's a great day, for God's sakes. Well, that's not a great day. It's like, oh, who would pay me to hear me talk? Because that's all I do is talk. Well, a lot of people apparently, because I had to go to somebody, one of my best mentors, got me to move things up. David Newman at MBA marketing, this MBA program. But you have to take these thoughts and realize they're thoughts, not facts. And the next step is to what those thoughts do, the actions that these thoughts create. And then the R is the results that they produce. So SUPER-STAR, right? The situations or standards, the thoughts that they're creating, the actions you take, and then the results that you produce. Now, you have to cross off execute at the bottom because then STAR turns into STARE. And so you don't just stare and look at these things. So the key thing is to tame these things, you have to reframe them. And what a reframe is, you take things from either the past into the future, the good, from bad to good, not from good to bad. Please don't do that. Bad to good. And you frame these things, because if you don't deal with your problems, here's the thing, here's a great phrase: a problem not defeated is a problem repeated. A problem not defeated is a problem repeated. And this is what gets us all caught up. We get caught, we're doing the work, we're working with customers, it's great. And then we come home and we're all by ourselves. It's like, oh crap, the bills are coming in, I got to do this again. Oh, who am I going to talk to? Nobody wants to talk to me. All the people I've worked with, they got what I did. Find the people that you talk to before that. Find low-hanging fruit. It's the easiest, fastest place to do this. Stay in touch, create friends. Don't worry about customers, create friends. The customers will show. That makes sense? Pick the low-hanging fruit. Stay in touch with your friends. How often have you touched a friend? Oh my God, I've been thinking about you. And if you're constantly in touch with these people, and it doesn't take much, as an entrepreneur, there's really and here's what you have to realize. Lisa is part of a great program, getting help with this. Everybody needs to be part of something. There's 4 things an entrepreneur really needs. They need a push, a shove, a hug, and some love. And the key thing about all 4 of those, you can't do them yourself. You can't do them yourself. So you need to have some form of somebody you're working with. And one of the things that I think is so important, and I love doing this in seminars that I give. When I give seminars, I said, so tell me, everybody, raise your hand and tell me the name of a person who got successful all by themselves. Go ahead, I'll wait. And nobody ever raises their hand because there's not a soul that did that. You need a push, a shove, a hug, and some love. You need a perspective from some other angle. That phrase, a problem not defeated is a problem repeated. I couldn't come up with that phrase. I had two other people help me get that exactly right. So thank you, Jeff Rogers and Michael Davis, for that. These are things that you cannot work out by yourself. You can be the smartest person in the world. You can have the greatest ability to speak, but if you can't figure out how to sell it and somebody can see an angle to create business, that's what I love doing with people, is finding out where they are and showing them where the river runs through with the money in it. And it's so easy to do for me looking at your work. It's harder for me looking at my work. So that's why I have a coach, right? I have somebody that I work with that shows me where I can do the same things that I teach other people to do. So it's really simple. Now, on the other side of this, I do have room for 4 people in my roadblock removal program and 2 people in my premier coaching program. So if you have issues and you have problems and you want to talk about them, I would love to sit down for 15 minutes. If you give me 15 minutes, I can pick out the areas that I can show you that you can jump forward to. You'll make a big leap in 15 minutes to where you want to go. No BS, no sales. That's for me and you, because I love doing that. Obviously, I'd love to have you come in and work with me, but I'm not even going to talk about it on this call. Use my calendar. Come on in. Let's talk about it. 15 minutes. We'll create the answer to your problem. I hope this helped you out, Lisa. You just have to see the people that you already have as friends and enjoy talking to them versus making it a chore for yourself. That's a thought, not a fact. You love to talk to people. You're good at talking to people. You just have to pick up the phone and say, oh my God, these friends are there for me. So if anybody has any other things they would like to talk about today, you can come in here and join Ray Live right here. I'm going to put that in the ticker down there. But that was the main thing I wanted to talk about today. There's my my calendar. If you have these things, you can put it in comments if you see this later and ask questions. My schedule now, I'm going to try and have a broadcast every day at 11 o'clock Pacific time. A couple of them will be recorded because I have clients at that time, so I'll record those. But I want to do a Monday mentoring with people. So I want to talk about 3 things: skill set, tool set, mindset. And we have a Wednesday workshop. A Thursday office is always going to be an office hour for problems. Tuesday will probably be the tool set that we'll talk about. So we have Monday mentoring, Tuesday tool set, Wednesday workshop, Thursday office hours, Friday fun day. We'll talk about whatever it is you want. Man, I spoke a mile a minute today. I would love to see how you'd had that thing out there. But anybody ever wants to join me, it's joinraylive.com. You have to join it new each time. You can't save it and go back to it because StreamYard, who I use, makes you go back into that thing. But I'd love to talk about where you are now, where you want to be. Let's talk about going from being successful, being super, and making that a superstar, because that's what I love to do. That's what I'm great at. One of the things that people who've been talking to me lately have been saying is like, oh my God, every single time, every person that you hang around winds up making more money. And I have a track record from Little League on up with that. So I'd love to share it with you. And hop on, got on a call. Love to have these quick chats and go forward. We don't want everybody as our customers. We want the people we have fun with. And so, Lisa, you're in a great position to continue that. Just talk to your friends and make it happen. And if you need questions, you know where to find me. There it is. So nobody's hopping in today. I will see you tomorrow for Friday Fun Day. And I'm not sure what that's going to be yet because we're forming this as we go. So we got Monday mentoring, Tuesday tool set, Wednesday workshop, Thursday after office hours, not after hours, Friday after hours. We'll do it fun. I'm losing my mind. Have a great day. A push, a shove, a hug, and some love. That's what we all need. And you can't do it by yourself. So reach out, get a coach, ask your fellow colleagues. Other entrepreneurs love to help other entrepreneurs. So let's do this thing. What do you say? How's that? Huh? All right. Have a great one. Take care. Here's StreamYard. Can you take the end stream and put it in the middle of the screen underneath where the camera is so it doesn't look like, hey, I'm ending the screen right now. Where is it? I can't find it. Click there and it makes you click it again. How's that? All right. Thanks.